Hey guys, are you a student that never knows what to play when you see something like this? Then stick around because I'm going to show you exactly my approach for improvising and creating jazz etudes when approaching any type of chord sequence. Today we are looking at a 1-6-2-5, but every week we're going to look at either some type of chord sequence or the first 4 bars or maybe the first 8 bars of a jazz standard. So if you are a member of my newsletter, my email list over at Jazz Etudes, you will be receiving the PDF resources for this video and all the videos coming up absolutely free. So if you're not on that list, make sure you get on that newsletter and then you'll get the resources that accompany this video. Okay, let's get on with the video. First of all, looking at the chord notes in quarter beats, starting on root position. Then we're looking at creating melodic linear lines using 8th notes. And then we're going to look at 3 different ways in which I might approach the 1-6-2-5 using my jazz vocabulary. On with the video. So here we are on my desktop and I'm just going to quickly put the chord notes in quarter beats, all in root position. Okay, so there they are, the first, third, fifth, seventh, first, third, fifth, seventh, etc. Something else you can try and do to really help develop your ear-finger coordination and your knowledge of the changes is to just go up and down in a linear fashion using 8th notes. Okay, let's have a listen to how that sounds. Let's take that horrible MIDI chord sound off and just listen to the notes. And you can really hear that spelling out the changes. So what I try to do is on beat 1 and beat 3, beat 1, beat 3, I try to make my etudes and solos sound more melodic. I use a chordal note. Pretty much either the root, the third, the fifth, the seventh, sometimes the ninth, sometimes the flat ninth, depending on what the chord is. So I'm going to show you now, I'm just going to create 3 examples using my typical type of vocabulary that I use. So if you want some ideas for that, check out this video and you can see that up there in the corner. Bebop lines made easy, because I talk about all of the different types of vocabulary, but I'm going to mention it as I go along now. So, and we're just going to do some what I call approach notes, or as Hal Galper calls it, forward motion. So there, I just went from the da dee 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 da da. Okay, and this is just approaching a chordal note. Okay, so that could also be da 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 da, or it could be da 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 da, or it could be what I've written dooby doo doo dooby doo doo da. So there's options straight away there for changing the phrase. So this one is called a fat slip, where I would normally, it could go up there to the flat 9, but what I do is drop it. Someone said this is called, they call it a broken chord, but I first saw Fats Navarro play this phrase, and I've been using it ever since. And then I'm going to do a chromatic enclosure. I'm going to do a Tom Harrell type phrase. And then let's put the accidentals in. So let's listen to that now. That should be an F sharp, of course, because we're in the key centre of G. And then that could be, I could make that, let's just listen to it without the E flat. This could be an E flat and make that a flat 9. And that, I prefer that sound, to be honest, for now. So here we've gone from the chords. eighth notes. So here, well, of course, we just use, again, approach notes, and here, chordal notes. So the vocabulary, approach note, the fat, slick, chromatic enclosure, Tom Harrell, broke, I call them scale fragments. I don't know if there's a proper name for them. Seventh to the third, and then going up the chord notes. What about something like this? So, sorry about it being quick there, but I sometimes hear it. So that is going to be quite a well-trodden phrase. As soon as you... So... So, just spelling out the changes. And if I did put the chords back on, yeah. So that phrase in there, did da, did da da, a leading note, chordal notes, and then I'm sort of, this phrase here, all I'm doing is wrapping around did do da, the third there, did do da. Okay, that is just getting me from there to there. Okay, and then up to the ninth and coming down chromatically. Okay, so da 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 dee da da da, sort of a wraparound enclosure there for the third, up to the flat ninth, the chord notes, chromatic enclosure, an enclosed da do dee da, an enclosure there to the tonic, and then up to the, here I'm just staying on the, I would say I'm staying on the A minor 7 a bit longer. I mean, you could say, yeah, I'm going up to the ninth and then the 11th of the D7, but really I'm not hitting the D7 till I get there. This is still A minor 7. So I could keep writing these pretty much all day, but I think that's enough for you to be getting on with. You can see and you hopefully understand the vocabulary that I've used. And I'm going to create a PDF of this now and do it in B flat pitch, E flat pitch, concert pitch, and bass clef. And I'm going to be emailing that to my subscribers for Jazz Etudes. So I'll put the link in the description, and I'm going to try and do these at least once a week when possible, okay? And every time it'll be a different chord sequence or a different jazz standard. So a 1-6-2-5 straight away there, I'm looking at the first 4 bars of Have You Met Miss Jones? And probably countless others. So, of course, remember what you can do is practice that in different keys too. Okay, I hope it helps. Remember to subscribe to the email list and start receiving these resources absolutely free.